What is up, guys? My name is Uchiha here, and welcome back to a new show. Or anime, sorry. Or what if. This is What If Naruto was an Uchiha and was the successor of the Hokage. Before I begin the story, this is totally different into the normal Naruto's universe. So, this story will start off in the, you already know it, when the Hokage became the fourth Hokage. We all see civilians, ninjas, and the third Hokage standing on the tower of the Hokage's mansion. They look down, promoting the new Hokage, the Jonin Minato Namikaze, to the fourth Yondaime Hokage. Minato became the fourth Hokage in the village, and his friend congratulated him. His friend was known as Gaara Uchiha, one of the strongest ninjas in the village that can even rival Minato in taijutsu and ninjutsu. But in speed, it's a short-sighted. When Minato uses kunai and his yellow flash technique, he will be beaten. Gaara was the son of Madara Uchiha. He didn't follow in Madara's footsteps to destroy the village of Konohagakure. So, he lived a normal life, a ninja life, and with a wife. She had purple and black eyes. Purple hair, black eyes. She was very young and in her mid-30s to 20 years old. Now she was pregnant for a baby boy to be born. Minato with Kushina both were saddened that they couldn't have a child, but gave Gaara Uchiha, the grace of happiness, congratulating them on their child that will be born soon. Minato are so friends with Gaara, like he sees Gaara as a older or younger brother. Gaara is older than Minato by some ages, so Minato sees Gaara as a older brother, and of sorts. Years flew by. Since the birth of Kushina never happened, the masked shinobi have to force something out. Have to kill Kushina and absorb the Biju from within. October 10th, the birth of the legend. Uchiha Naruto was now born. Black eyes and purple hair. He was in the hospital being held by his mother. He was crying, but the sign of sense of crying dropped. As some roar happened within Konoha. In the middle of Konoha, we see the nine-tailed Biju destroying everything. Where's Kushina? And where was her husband? Somewhere far away from the village, Kushina was now in chains. The seal of the nine-tailed Biju were out and released, and Kushina's eyes were dull, meaning she were dead. To unseal the Kyuubi is to force it out of her, in which he did, killing Kushina in the process. With this being said, Minato had to force his shinobis to fight off the Biju, and has to think about what to do until his friend comes up. My friends, even though I hate to say this, we have to seal the Biju in someone strong. My child, Gaara says. No, Minato spoke. I will not seal this Biju inside of my friend's child. I will not dare harm that child, even if it has to destroy this village. I understand, but we protect the things we love. And if this village be destroyed, my family will do as well. Minato, please. This is my last hope. Because tonight is the night we both die. Minato sighed. You're right. But what if your wife disagrees? She will come too, I promise. Within the office, both Gara and Minato walk in, seeing Hinata, Uchiha holds their child in her hand, smiling. Look at him, so beautiful. I wanted to name him Naruto. Fish cake. No, Maelstrom, she says, smiling. My little Maelstrom. Naruto-kun. She spoke lowly. My beautiful wife, Hinata. I know that this is going to be hard, but yes, I know you're about to say, to seal the biju inside of our child. I disagree with this, but to protect the leaf and protect our child, it will have to be done. And we both know we cannot let our son, a newborn son, die here just for being born. He didn't choose this life, and we know we didn't want to choose this life. You could have been the head of the Uchiha clan, but you despised it and thought about your father, didn't you? When you despised it, you gave it to Fugaku. Well, if this is the last thing we see, then let this be a restart. She smiled. She's getting up slowly. Baby, you can't be walking. We will fight this together, no matter what. Our son will be safe. She kissed him on the lips one last time, and time skip. The dead shinobis, over 550 dead shinobis, and some other are civilians. The Narutos were fully sealed instead of Minato no Mikaze and Naruto Uzumaki, Naruto Uchiha. The boy that didn't ask for this pain, this pity, and this destructive was giving a horrible burden, even if he was born. But Minato gave him a gift of becoming part of the Namikaze and Uzumaki clan. Meaning, if he wasn't a part of the actual blood, Minato gave him everything. His heritage, owns to his house and estate. Minato even gave Naruto everything given to Naruto because he's seen the child as his child as well. So Minato's friend and him and Minato's wife friend died. So was Kushina. But one last gift was given to Naruto. A note was left by Naruto's side. Once we see the third Hokage into Ambers appeared. Whose child it is? Once the Hokage realized this was Gaara's Uchiha's child, he sighed. And last bloodline lost once again. A prodigy, a strong opponent. See you, my friend, said the third, picking up the child and reading the note. Dear third Hokage, if you're reading this child has the Naito Biju sealed inside of him, only half of the power. Knowing this child cannot control the full half, the full of the Naito beast. So, he was given half of it, and I sealed the other half inside of me. The other thing, the power I used was the Reaper Death Seal, meaning the sacrifice. I had to choose my life. My soul was taken and given to the Reaper Death himself. I give everything I own to Naruto-kun. My power, my ninjutsu and genjutsu scrolls, my mansion, my money will be given to him. as well as something that we deeply regret. This is not a gift. This is a gift from the fourth Hokage to the new successor of the fourth Hokage. I choose Naruto Uchiha as my successor. This is not a request. This is a order. I do not want to see this child regretting life because what we had to do to seal the Biju inside of him. This child should live on, protecting the village, not destroying it, saving the civilians and ninjas alike that cannot save themselves. We know he's the grandson of Madara Uchiha, so this is the only reason why. If the boy holds true hatred inside, like the rest of the Uchiha clan, then he will be just like Madara, a destruction of power that we cannot control. So please protect this child. He is my successor. He is my only hope to protecting this village and the world. He is the child of prophecy. Below was Gaara's words. After that was Naruto's mother's. They both told him they loved him and gave everything to him. At this time, tears that the third Hokage never knew was falling from his face. Seeing two strong men, die in this battle was insanely saddened. Gaara Uchiha was powerful. Gaara Uchiha could put and control a Biju, but he didn't have the strength like his father. Time skip. 3 years later, Naruto Uchiha was 3 years old, inside of the Hokage's tower, walking around with the third Hokage in hand, smiling and jumping around, calling Hokage Gigi, Hokage Gigi. The Hokage smiled, but in his head, he sighs. Once again, he looks at the child and remembers Minato and Gaara Uchiha and his wife. The smile diminished. Within the meeting room, the Hokage was summoned. Knowing he cannot trust anyone but his Anbus to protect Naruto, he took him with him. Sitting Naruto on his lap, he looked at everyone inside. "Why have you two summoned this meeting, elders?" he spoke. Sighing once more, he looks from his left to his right, seeing the elderly and the civilian council to his right, and to his left is the ninja heads. He sighed once more, looking around the room. One of the elders was a fat elder, and he was one of a merchant. "We should kill that child." The child was sitting right there, knowing he can understand them. The merchant didn't care. "He shouldn't even be alive, Hokage-sama." Before the merchant can speak another word, a blade was across his neck. "You know my rule, merchant. You say the name, you die. So watch your tongue," said the Hokage. But the Hokage didn't have a dangerous look in him. It was just a sad one. "We lost powerful shinobis in this battle. It's been 3 years. 3 years of destruction," the Hokage spoke. 3 years of the fourth Hokage, the Yondaime, died, protecting this village. And we disrespected his trust by thinking this child here, that is in my arms, is dangerous. Yes, he understands the human language. Yes, he probably knows about the beast. but he's not a monster. He is not dangerous. If you cannot trust the fourth Hokage in his cell, what makes you become a civilian or a ninja? Do you trust the fourth Hokage? Do you believe in his healing techniques? He is a master upon masters. He mastered the Uzumaki seals. That was the most dangerous. And you disrespected him and his name, thinking this beast inside of Naruto-kun can escape. Do you want to know something? Elders and village heads, Uchiha heads, the beast inside can die. And all that beast's chakra can be sealed inside of Naruto-kun. That chakra molds into Naruto-kun's chakra, making his chakra overwhelmingly powerful and uncontrolled. You want to kill an innocent child that doesn't know even what he would want to do in his life because of one mistake the child didn't even ask for. This child lost his mother and father as well. You know those two people, Gaara Uchiha and Hanada Uchiha, and you disrespected their names. Two powerful Jonins that will love to protect this village. If they hear it now from the grave, they will kill you all. Now, listen up. The fourth Hokage trusted me. This boy was known as the successor of the Hokage. So no one, not even myself, will lay a finger on this child. And the only finger that will be laid on him is only in training. If any one of you steps upon this and tries to kill the child because of one simple mistake he did not ask for, you will be put to death. And this is not a joke. This is not how I work. Yes, I'm old. Yes, I'm weak now and not in my prime, but I can still kill when it's necessary. The Hokage's eyes was dangerous now. The killer intent would flame through the room, scaring even Naruto. Gigi. Naruto shakes. He looks down and smiles, calming his killer intent. I do not want this child to die because of one mistake that he didn't ask for. So this day forward, he is my successor as well. You will no longer harm this child. This child is now under Anbu protection, meaning he will be staying within the Hokage's perimeter. Meaning he's staying with me until he's a full-grown adult, or Jonin level, or even a Chunin, to be given his gift of the Hokage. Now, this meeting is adjourned. Danzo Shimura, don't you dare test me. He narrowed his eyes at Danzo. Get rid of them, Danzo said. Hiruzen spoke. Walking away with Naruto, Hiruzen smiles. Now, let's go get some ramen. Naruto smiled even brighter, went to the ramen stand. Inside Naruto's head, it was different. Naruto's mind went through milliseconds of that speech. Biju, beast, monster. What does that possibly mean? Naruto thinks. And at 3 years old, Naruto can read and write. He read about this Jinchuriki status that the Hokage lent him to read about the ninja world and the ninjas of the Bijus. But the Hokage shouldn't did that. Now Naruto knew what he was. He was a Jinchuriki. That is why they called him the Beast, a monster. But what Biju was inside of him? And the eyes pop. One dangerous ones. Kurama's eyes wasn't red. It was golden. With a slit in the middle, the Biju smiles. I think this Uchiha will be liking. Kurama closed his eyes once again and goes to sleep. 2 years has passed. Naruto Uchiha was now 5 years old. Now, he was in politics, training about politics. At a young age, Naruto gains, strategize, put into high difficult situations. At a young age, Naruto had to be forced to be trained in mind manipulation. Naruto got trained by two people, Shikaku Nara, that is a strategy, and the Anbu and the Jonin commander, Shikaku Nara. Next, Ino Yaminake's father was one of them, training in mind techniques, not in the jutsus, but how to think and get under people's skin by using only but your mind instead of your body. After Naruto masters or semi-master it, then he would go on to face other charges. But at the same time, it was difficult. Politics and everything else was just going over Naruto's head. He was getting it and then he was losing it. So Naruto had to grow and grow to understand the politicians of the world of shinobis, of the world of the Hokage. But far away, again, we know that Kushin Uzumaki was dead, but something changed. Her eyes snapped back open. It was blue. Green, I mean. Her green eyes were lit up. She was given a second chance. What would she do with this chance? Alright guys, this is chapter part 1 of the story. I hope you enjoyed this, and I did as well, to show the world of a newborn child of the legacy of both Minato and his own father, Gaara Uchiha and Hana Uchiha. Love you guys so very much. Like, share, subscribe, and have a nice day. Bye bye. Bye, and Uchiha out. Bye.